It's that time of year, whether we like it or not, we've got to think about getting ready for winter driving. Joining me is Stephen Olmstead. Stephen is the Director for Social Responsibility and Advocacy for CAA. Stephen, thanks for being here today. What are the important things that drivers need to start thinking about with this winter weather coming?
Well, this is one area where CAA knows exactly what you need to do to prepare for winter driving. Last year alone, we had over 100,000 roadside rescues. Thousands of those would have been in the winter time. So it starts really, there's two things you got to do. Prepare the vehicle and prepare yourself.
For preparing the vehicle, what are some key things to look for?
Well, preparing the vehicle, to no one's surprise, winter tires. Get those winter tires on as soon as that temperature is consistently below 7 degrees, which it is now. If you choose tires, if you're getting new tires, get winter tires every time. The rubber is softer and helps you improve your braking ability by about 25%.
What are some other things that, other than tires, you really need to think about with your vehicle when you're checking it out to make sure it's winter ready?
Well, there's never a bad time to have a full inspection, a mechanical review of your vehicle, especially when you're heading into a time like this. At the very least, topping up fluids and certainly testing your battery. At the best of times, we kind of forget that, but it's good going into winter to know exactly where your battery health is.
I'm a CAA member. I've used CAA a few times. What are some things that CAA can do to help winter drivers with getting ready?
Well, certainly there's two things that come to mind. If you haven't changed your tires yet, you can have a mobile tire service from CAA. They'll come to you and they'll change your summers over to your winters. Another thing is they will do a free battery check. So again, checking that battery health, and if you need a new one and you're a CAA member, you get a discount on a new one, which is competitive. But you want to go in, again, knowing that those principal things are accounted for.
What about the little things like wipers and rear defrost and things like that?
Yeah, so lots of details involved with cars. Certainly, great idea to change those wipers up. They take a beating all times of year. So, when you change your tires, great time to switch out your wiper blades and just make sure your systems are working. So, any heaters, any fans, things like that you're going to have to use, give them a try, see if they're working, and if they need a quick fix, you can do that.
And it's one thing to have the vehicle ready, the mechanical side of things, right? But what about the operator of the vehicle, the driver? What are some things that we can do to be prepared?
Well, this is the thing. We don't control the weather, we don't control road conditions, but we do control our own habits and our preparation. So, in terms of preparation, we talked about the car, but here we are. It's snowing out today, or it's cold. Leaving early, giving yourself lots of time to get to your destination. If you have to say, because of conditions I can't go, then don't go. The police really reinforce that message. If you don't have to be out, don't go out. So some of those things, getting into the mindset and building those habits once again, or brushing off the habits, we tend to forget about those. Just reminding of yourself what is important to your safety.
And here in the Atlantic region, recently we were affected by Hurricane Fiona. Why do I mention that? The days leading up to it, a lot of things about be prepared, have an emergency kit ready, have 72 hours of supplies ready. What about from a driving perspective, if you might get caught in a storm or caught on the side of the road? What can drivers do to be prepared ahead of time?
Well, we've all been in situations where, we didn't have washer fluid, or we had a broken scraper, and we weren't prepared to help the vehicle in a situation. But at the same time, for your personal safety and preparation, you really want to have a first aid kit that's stocked and up to date. Throw some food, some bars, some water, things like that in the trunk of your car. Have those things prepared. I always throw in an extra set of mitts as well. So, a lot of us are running around, it's a cold day, but we don't have our mitts with us or a toque. Throw those in as well. If you don't need them, maybe you'll meet somebody out there that will need them.
Stephen, we appreciate your time today. Thanks for the great advice. And what would one last word be to anybody if they want to find out more about what CAA does and how CAA can help?
We have an amazing website with lots of winter driving tips and a whole bunch more. Check out our website, poke around, and if you have any questions and we can help, be in touch.
Well, we're certainly hoping for a mild winter, but hey, here in the Maritimes in Atlantic Canada, we know what could be coming, so it's great to be prepared. We thank Stephen and CAA for taking the time to be with us here today. In Dartmouth, Nova Scotia at the CAA headquarters, I'm Scott Squires for the SaltWire Network.